Hey there, this is Joe Simons with Retirement Think Tank, and we're going to talk today about millennials passing up their defined contribution plans, meaning most millennials are not putting money into 401ks and IRAs and things like that. They're going straight to investments and places where they have pretty much all liquidity. Now let's talk about kind of why this is happening real quick, and then we'll go in this article on Insurance News Net. If you think about a big picture, the baby boomer generation was really the first ones to not all get pensions. Their parents all had pensions for the most part, but they were the first generation that kind of got exposed to 401ks. Even though it might have been half of their career, a lot of them have 401ks today and understand it, and not many have pensions. Now my generation, Generation X, for the most part, we were growing up to not have pensions at all. We were kind of got into the workforce and right away found out about, hey, 401k is where you put your money. So we've been kind of accustomed to it, and it was just taught that that's what you do. But this millennial group, which is that 18 to 29 year range, they don't know what a pension is. It's like trying to explain to them what a drive-in movie theater is. Their entire lives have pretty much been, hey, you have to put money into a 401k, but for some reason they just don't seem to want to do it. And according to some of this research here, that the millennials aren't really thinking or even looking into the future about retirement, and this is probably a pretty big problem. They're looking more for just financial freedom and greater control of their work-life balance, according to a lot of this research. And almost 2 in 5, which is 38%, are focused on saving enough to be able to work less, which I thought was pretty interesting. This is according to the Hearts and Wallets report. And in this Hearts and Wallets report, they found that 74% of affluent millennials, there is an actual group of affluent millennials, and that's millennials that have 100,000 or more of investable assets, they're having all these assets in online brokerages, whereas only 67% have any assets in a defined contribution plan, which is interesting. It says millennials here hesitate to invest too much money in retirement plans because they don't have the access to money without paying a penalty, which I mentioned liquidity before. The penalty-free access to capital and the greater investment choices of online brokerage accounts makes them a far more attractive choice for younger investors generally focused on short-term goals like not retiring and not saving for retirement, and they're more focused on things like vacation and money for emergency funds and cars and stuff like that. So once again, this is all going back to just education and teaching these millennials that they do need to save. We did a video earlier, and I'll put a link on this as well, that talks about a quarter of our population is not saving anything, zero, nilch, for retirement. This is a huge, huge problem, and a lot of it is starting with these millennials who I think just kind of made me feel like they're invincible, and a lot of them will probably regret when they are 40 or 50 and all of a sudden wake up having kids and colleges and weddings and all the other stuff to plan for, that they're going to wish they'd started saving a little bit more money and put some money away into places where they can't get their hands on it all at one time. Now, for more information on this, check out retirementthinktank.com.